Hey guys, it's Allie from Geek Alchemy here today doing a limited edition. I'm probably just going to call this a confetti soap just for the ease of it. And of course doing my favorite method which is heat transfer to melt my oil here. As you can see in here, I have some soap dough confetti that I never used, that I planned on using last year and didn't, among scraps of melt and pour, regular soap, colored soap, and we're gonna put it in here once this is all whipped up and incorporated. And most of this is giving a floral smell with like a little hint of citrus. So my fragrance oil today I'm using very little of because it's a strong scent for one, and two, I don't necessarily want it to compete with this, and then when these scents come out, you know, it just feels out of place. I don't want to do that. So that's why I'm making it a very light fragrance to make them all work wonderfully together. And I am going to be a little while here melting all this down. So I'm going to pause you. I'll bring you back in a sec. Okay guys, I'm back. I tried adding a little bit of soap to the batter, and I'm realizing I'm not even at trace yet, and I've been blending with my powerful stick blender here for no less than 10 minutes. It's a reminder that lard soap takes forever and is perfect for swirls. So if you want to try a single oil only batch and you want to know that it's going to last a long time but harden quicker at least than olive oil soap, where you can, by that I mean harden and cure, where you can use it much faster, lard is your best bet for that, I would say. So while we wait on this to heat up and get to trace, or at least my motor to cool down because it's pretty darn hot right now, we're going to talk a little bit about the soap and what I mean about limited edition. I've been wanting to do this since I started making soap as a business, not as a hobbyist, but as a business. I've wanted to do a limited edition fandom where I put in soaps like this one that I only really plan on making once or maybe every once in a great while, and once it's gone, it's gone. I have a whole lot of ideas for the future, but like I said, nothing's in the works at this moment. I have some ideas here and there, but I haven't started making plans. For those of you who are wondering which fragrance oil I'm using the Blue Raspberry from Nature's Garden specifically. I'm using about 2.5% instead of the normal 5%, because like I said, I want these to complement each other. I don't want the main batter to bowl over the other fragrance, and I don't know once this is cured how fragrant the shreds would be, which is why I'm doing a little bit here and there. Let me just knock everything over because that's how I work. All right, and in addition to the scraps we are adding from last year's planed soaps, we are also adding some embeds. So for those of you who really liked the American Autumn little leaf embeds, we got you here. We had a couple extra leaf embeds made for the Wine and Roses soap that didn't go anywhere. And we have I think 2, no more than 3 of our little froggy embeds. This one is glow in the dark, the clear one. I don't know why I'm shaking. I ate. Shouldn't be shaking. Oh, and we have very very tiny little wings that I put on the green fairy. I'm gonna try and put at least one of these embeds, excuse me, on each soap. I don't have these marked, so I'm literally just gonna be flying by the seat of my pants when I do this. And, you know, we're just gonna hope for the best here. We are getting closer to trace, but we're not there yet. I'm going to probably put you guys on pause and blend some more, even though my stick blender's still pretty hot. And I'll come back and talk more about the soap. Alright guys, I'm back. It took a while, but we're finally at a light trace. So I'm gonna start adding some soap bits in here a little bit at a time. For those wondering what type of soap bits are in here, just about everything, or exactly everything that I have in my lineup. I have detergent free, as always, melt and pour. I have all three of my basic recipes in here, and my salt bar and brine bar. So that means there's coconut oil, sunflower, lard, mango butter, and like I said, there are some bits in here that are very heavy on salt. Alright, awesome. It's starting to hold. Before this soaks in, you see the little swirl? Little swirl right in there. It came off Sweetly Autumn. It's a very lovely soap. Little melt and pour with a pumpkin in it. As of right now, there's still a few in the shop. If you'd like to check it out, feel free to head over to my Halloween and or autumn fandom. I can't remember what I call it anymore because I know I flip-flop every now and then on what I want to call it. Pretty sure it's my autumn fandom, but it'll have like a little skull as the picture. Now the batter is yellow in hue right now. I'm not 100% sure why, because lard is usually a very white soap. So this will either go to white during the cure, or there's a possible yellowing effect from the fragrance oil. I used to make these all the time, the little soap scrap confetti bars. When I was a hobbyist, I had so much fun making them, and I loved seeing the little pieces of past soaps in the new one. Makes me happy. Now, if I remember right, it is a little tricky getting it in the mold because of the pieces, some of them being heavier than others. Now, as for what to expect in the new year, I'm gonna kind of use this as a time to talk about future projects. I am currently trying to figure out how I would like to do wax tarts, because I do not want to do a traditional paraffin or soy. I know some people have allergies to soy and paraffin. is a bit unethical to me when it comes to the fact that it never biodegrades and is harmful for the environment. I am playing with the idea of a liquid wax. And I have a couple people trying that out for me at the moment. I want to get some feedback to see how viable it is, how long lasting it is. And the one person I gave it to, she loves her fragrances. She loves her waxes and her smell goods because she lives in a house with boys and men. She gave birth to 3 of them and she's married to another, so she deals with man funk all the time, I believe is the way she says it. And I want to see if my little experiment is up to her standards, because she is picky and I want someone who's picky to be able to say, yes, this works. Cool. Just gonna give you a little looky-loo. I'm gonna give this a few minutes more to set up, and then I'll start placing the embeds on there, because I'm almost positive that the heavier leaf molds will just sink at the moment. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay guys, here to put on the little embeds. Awesome. I'm literally just putting these on willy-nilly. I have no plan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, let's try some frogs. Oof. Well, don't know how well that's gonna work here. And maybe we'll get one more. Kind of wish I had tweezers at the moment. These little wings are very delicate. Ah, well, so delicate I just snapped that one in half. Well, there's that. I think I'll put a little leaf right here. And move this around a little bit. And put that last leaf up here in the middle. Oof. Alright, and like I said, I'm literally just kind of winging it with the placements here. Here's an up close of what we got going on. I will talk to you at the cutting, which is coming up next. See you in a second. And we're back for the cutting of confetti soap. Ooh, that worked out. Woohoo! Ooh, you can see we got a little bit of red melting pour in there. Ooh, okay. Not bad. I am not sure how this is going to cure out, Maybe I want to take the tiniest edge off of this. Oof, and that can be a sample for another time, or just mine. There we go. That's gonna work out better. There we are. Ha ha ha. Look at that shiny. See how dark and shiny that frog is? There's a little piece of the similar soap right there. We got some red on this side. I'm thinking that's a coffee soap right there. Ooh, guys, I am loving this. And then we got a cute little leaf on top. Oh, there's part of the swirly. Remember from back, I showed you the swirly whirl? That's that one right there. I'm gonna loosen it. There we go. Ooh. This one's gonna be thin. Because look at that, we're gonna end up hitting all those. Woo. This might just be a sample bar. This is really thin. This is maybe a little more than a 1/4 inch thick right now. That's not gonna, and that's gonna cure even thinner. So that one may be a sample soap someone gets when they buy another. Oh, and there are the pretty 3. And here's one side and the other. Like I said, this soap cured out white. It was probably just a reaction from the lye solute, or from the fragrance and the lye coming together, making that yellow color. That's actually incredibly normal for fragrance oils, to yellow it out for a bit and then come right back. Remember, you can find this in our future limited edition fandom, and there will be more items in it in the future. Yeah, this is going to be way too thin. When it cures out, it'll likely dry in more of a wave shape, so I'll be keeping this cute little sliver for myself. Alright guys, stay tuned for more soaps. I love you. Have a geeky day. Bye.